see. Live from the City of Angels, it's Thursday night. Welcome in.
All my life I'm looking for the magic.
The box office preview show is up and running. Tonight, the live MMT evaluation of Black Phone 2. Bonus points for anyone who knows what movie this track is from. Another horror film I saw during my days in Boston. A much better horror film than the film we're talking about tonight, Black Phone 2. Come in with your answers. The Dwight Twilley Band. Looking for the magic. Let me know what it's from. Here we go, guys. Out of theater reaction. Let's do it. It's time to do this live. As always, we're not like all the other folks who record it 1,000 different times and edit. Shit's live, man. That's how we do it. Here it is, out of theater, and this is not going to be a fun one tonight. I hate to tell you guys. Can you see how bored I am in the movie theater? Not as bored as the guy who was getting up throughout the entire film and was on his phone in the breezeway, as it were. It's one of those nights. But yeah, this is a film that just didn't need to exist. And certainly, I think, in the form that it exists. And we'll explain momentarily. I want to just give you the quick snapshot of where I am. This is another L for Blumhouse, okay? This could be titled Dream Warriors, Freddy Krueger style. A goofy, overwritten sequel that goes off the deep end in supernatural stupidity. I love Derrickson's aesthetic, but listen, the screenplay needs to be grounded, and it's just not, and it's a mess, and you can see the price I paid tonight. Here's 30 seconds of Black Phone 2, and then I break it down here on this Thursday. Thanks for being here. Let's do this live.
Hell is different than you think.
You're dead.
Any dead is just a word. It took me a long time to find you. But hell is not flames, it's ice.
The devil is here.
What do you think happens when you die? It's time to find out.
Black Phone 2. By the way, do you notice they got rid of the? It was the Black Phone, the first one, and second time they just said Black Phone because why? It's cleaner. I mean, the first time around, I was like, why don't we just call it Black Phone? Why is it called the Black Phone? Okay, so this time around, they got that right. So that's one positive tonight I have for this film. The other positive that I have for this film is I do like Derrickson's directorial aesthetic. As I said off the top, you know, it's set in the early 80s. It's got the right look. He has the right coloring. It just looks cool. And the flashback stuff reminds me of Super 8, right? Like we saw, go back to his early work, and you look at Sinister. You look at a film that had those same kind of feels and looks, and this has that, almost like a little bit like the film that we bring up all the time, Skinamarink. It's got that raw Super 8 film kind of throwback thing. I like that. That's cool. That's where it ends tonight for what I like about Black Phone 2. Because you have a very absurd screenplay and goofy dialogue, and it just doesn't work. I mean, listen, this time around, remember the first one, they escaped out of the dungeon. The boy and his sister, and this time around, the killer, Ethan Hawke, is Freddy Krueger. He is in their dreams, particularly her dreams, as she goes Dream Warrior on the grabber. And it's just goofy. And there's all this religious stuff that comes in, and the dialogue is just like, what? She's sitting in bed in this camp because, I forgot to mention, they go to a camp in the middle of nowhere in the middle of winter. A summer camp when there's a blizzard. Can I ask you guys a question? When do kids go to a camp in the middle of winter? Does that happen anywhere? Especially a camp that's out in the mountains and nature, and here comes a blizzard. But she's in bed with a tag-along third-wheel character who's the brother of one of the boys who got killed in the basement in part 1. Sorry, it's a little bit of a spoiler because I have to explain why it's so dumb. And he's having a conversation with her. She starts talking about Jesus, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Like I said, I don't really care. I'm not like the guy who's like, oh, they're talking about church stuff. It's religion. I don't like this. Like half the space that's agnostic, right? Or outright anti-God. Let's just face facts. It's the reality of the space. It's like hard left weirdos, and generally they're not very religious. So when you throw in something about talking about Jesus, they're like, oh my God, I can't handle it. That's not why it's an issue. It's because it's handled like poorly in the dialogue. The guy friend, right? The brother of the dude who died in the first one's like, well, what if you called him Jesus? I'd think you're cooler. I'm like, what are we doing? Is that a line? And there's so many of them in this. Written by Derrickson and Cargill. Can I just say that if this is the kind of script that gets made and greenlit, well, of course it's Blumhouse, another L for them, like I said, off the top. It's just like, do we have talented writers anymore? Why do we even go down this road with this Freddy Krueger turn? And the girl's getting tossed around in her dreams. So he's real because you can see the girl getting thrown around like Invisible Man style. And it's just rolling your eyes going, this is bad. Not scary. Okay, it's overlong. This is not good. 55%. And I know I'm right because multiple people were getting up, filling drinks, checking the Dodgers score. They were not into this, nor should they be. Another sequel that is a huge disappointment. Another massive L here in 2025. It's been a bad year. Anyone who says otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about or has really shitty taste. Let's just make sure that's clear. And I want to say this, too. As we break down what didn't work, I can fix this film, right? When I have a really good idea of what we can do here instead of what we did, then I'm going to give you the MMT fix. And listen, man, you got to rewrite the entire script. I know that's like, what? That's a lot. Yeah, you got to. Let me just give you a better version of this film right now, live here, encroaching 8 o'clock in Los Angeles. You have a copycat grabber who grabs one of their friends, and we stay grounded in the real world. Ethan Hawke's gone. We're not bringing him back, nor should they have. Okay? What made that first film effective enough? I don't think it's a great film, certainly better than 2, is that it is based and rooted in that real world fear of child abduction. And I think the film takes just a little bit too much of a turn at the end. But if it was just a little bit darker, like Prisoners, right? If I could take Black Phone and Prisoners and hybrid them and then turn that into the sequel, it's a better film. Because once you throw in the whole he's a ghost, but yet we're still going to kill him at the end. It's a bloodier film, definitely not a better film. You just have to redo this entire thing. And I just think it gets back to, let's just hammer Jason Blum again here tonight. I love doing it. I will continue to do it forever because he has single-handedly wrecked so much IP in this town. I don't think there's ever been, and again, I've said this before, it's not a surprise, so if you've heard it before, sorry, you're going to hear it again. Jason Blum has no clue what constitutes quality. I don't know how someone who is as powerful as he is in this town ever ascended to that level having zero taste, because he continually shows me that. He talks about films like The Surfer is a great film. The Nicolas Cage film is not good. If you think The Surfer is a great film, this is the problem. Jason Blum would suck in this space. Jason Blum would be the Zach Pope of the film space if he decided to get into it, right? But you see the problem here? We're talking about someone who's bad at YouTube video reviewing, not someone who's making movies. Do you see the problem? When you have someone like Jason Blum making films and they don't know what constitutes good, great, certainly we have not seen any great Blumhouse films, have we? I can't think of one, even though I didn't hate The Exorcist remake. I know I'm the only one. But at least at the end, it got savage. That's what I liked about that, right? It didn't pull any punches. But here's the thing. You can't have a guy like that calling the shots. It ain't someone like me who's going to say, this ain't good. This is bad. What are we doing here? Aside from some heavy emotional moments and vintage aesthetic, it really falls off in the third act. Luis, it fell off way before the third act for me. I was out of this thing very early. When they're going to the camp and doing stupid shit. At the end, Dad shows up at the camp. Let's get out of here. And she's like, no, we have to fight Freddy Krueger / the Grabber in the dreams because we have to hunt for these 3 boys who are buried under ice. It's just so overwritten, right? Overcomplicated, overthought, overwrought. All of this applies tonight for Black Phone 2. And I'm just tired of these sequels that always go bigger and stupider instead of smaller and cooler. I know it goes against conventional wisdom to do smaller and cooler and darker and grittier and more violent. Fine. Make it Terrifier-esque. Make it legit. Okay? No, instead, we get these apparitions getting killed. Or at the end, oh no, he's getting his mask ripped off. It's just not, man, nothing here. Why do I have to sit through so many of these films that are poorly constructed, poorly conceived? I mean, that's the thing, right? If you can't even come up with a great idea to make a film, why are you making it? And again, to you, Scott Derrickson, and I'm not going to have you on my show because I'm not like Sean Fennessy who's going to glaze you and give you a fucking blowjob. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Because I don't care if you come on my stream. I don't want you on because I wish someone would have told you before you made this film, what is this shit? Why are you writing this? You think this is good? Let Fennessy go out there and glaze everybody. Fucking clown that guy. Now I'm angry. Because you know why? I got to go in and listen to people who don't know what they're talking about, praise people for things they should not get any applause for. Do you know how tiring that gets? Do you have any idea how completely burnt I am on this space full of glazers and no talented hacks? I'm tired of it, man. I am fucking tired of it. Yeah, I was just going to chill tonight. Now I'm angry because this space is full of people that don't know what they're doing. Oh, the first film's definitely overhyped, Sully, but if you think Black Phone 1 is not interesting, or you don't, just wait to get to Black Phone 2. Let's, just for the hell of it, let's go see what critics think this is a great film. So I can remind myself of all the people, again, in the space that suck. They suck. I'm tired of people who suck in this space. People who say things for hyperbole, for quotes, and then just generally have no taste. How do you get born with no fucking taste? Can someone explain that to me? Because they're dumb. Let's just face facts. Most people are stupid. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Most people are not very smart. So they would watch something like Black Phone 2 and say, oh, it's great. It's not a good film at any level. Let's check it out. Here we go. Let's find out who said this is a great film. Adam Olinger says it's fresh. Mike McGranahan from the aisle seat says it's fresh. 3.5. This guy, can I destroy this guy for a second? Look at Mike McGranahan. A triumph of horror sequel making. There is no universe in which this is a triumph at anything other than aesthetic. It's interesting. That's it, Mike. The aisle seat. I think he's a Critics' Choice member. Are you coming out here, Mike? Are they going to fly you out to L.A. for the big parties next week so you can feel significant in your miserable little life? Is that going to happen, Mike? Mike, I destroy you every day. Don't forget that. You've never been able to hang in this space with me. I think maybe you came after me one time on Twitter. Well, if not, come after me now, because I'm telling you right now, you're a fucking hack, Mike. The aisle seat. Dude, you could never fill the aisle seat on Siskel and Ebert. Ever. With this kind of take. It's not just one or two. It's all the time with that guy. Uncultured people have no taste. Is that it? Let's see who else. Oh, wait, hold on. Katie Walsh. Let's give Katie Walsh a round of applause. I have dragged Katie before. Let's give her a round of applause, everybody. Everybody out of your chairs. Let's go ahead and give a stand. Black Phone 2 commits its own unforgivable crime of being dreadfully boring. 1.5 out of 4. Like I said, people walking around, checking Dodger scores. They don't care. I mean, William Bibbiani says it's fresh. It's a great horror sequel. That guy, jeez, I can't. Jellyfish Films coming in. At least they gave it a negative 1 out of 5. Hey, we've dragged Jellyfish Jelly, whatever they're called. Now tonight we're gonna. Oh God, Rachel Leishman's here. Everybody, 3.5 out of 5. Rachel Leishman from the Mary Sue. Talk about a glazer. You want to go watch like Rachel Leishman? Go have fun watching her interview a celebrity. She's like, oh, I worship you. You're so amazing. Glenn Powell. Oh, it's creepy. If I was Glenn Powell, I'd be like, Rachel, get the fuck away from me, girl. You're not even cute, man. If she was cute, I'd be like, maybe. But now look, no, not that. No. I mean, look, man, it's Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell's not interested in you. Glenn Powell's not even looking at you. Stop that glazing shit. It's weird. You're a journalist. Look, everybody, a journalist. I was just going to come on and do like 5 or 10 minutes of this and then say I'm done for the night. And now I'm just going to drag critics for an hour. That's what I like to do here. This is what we do. Nobody does this like me. Adam Graham, Detroit News, D+. Nice job. I don't like this quote. You guys ready for the quote? Black Phone 2 isn't worth answering. It's terrible. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, my God. I am such a failure. And I'm going to blame, by the way, Gone Girl, this is on you. I was planning the entire time to review it like the movie, and now I'm going to start because I forgot during the review. I'm going to start now. This is what it's like when you're watching. This is going to be on for the entire time for the rest of the stream because when you see Black Phone 2, this is all you get the entire time is the ringing phone. So as I go through your review, you're going to have to listen to the phone, loop it, and play it again. Play what? I want it to continue. Loop it again. All right, let's go over some more reviews. Brandon Yu of the New York Times, fresh. Good God. Frank Scheck, Hollywood Reporter, fresh. Aaron Newworth, We Live Entertainment. I think that's Scott's thing. 6 out of 10, too high. Frank Switek, rotten. Anybody really unload on this thing? What happened to my phone? Laura Clifford said it wasn't good. Look at who are these people? You know, I mean, Alfonso, by the way, Alfonso Duralde or whatever his name is, he now writes for the Film Verdict. What the hell is that? Let's go look. It's a new site he created. He must have got fired from his publication. Look, here it is, the Film Verdict. Look at this. You guys seeing it? This is... He was working for someone. He probably got fired. Nobody wants to hire a film critic these days, especially most of them suck. Come on, man. Yeah, let's all hang out on the Film Verdict and read those reviews. Black phone was already dark with the alcoholic dad beating them, child abduction plot. Yes, and also that was great. That moment where he beats his daughter. That sounds terrible, by the way. That moment was great when he's whipping his daughter. No, but listen. That was like raw, where she's crying and he's screaming like, damn, man, that moment alone, right? Great callback, Luis. Totally agree. And then also, when I was growing up, 70s and 80s, there were stories of people getting abducted in vans. We've all heard that shit. So this all worked. Tonight, we go to a summer camp in the middle of winter, and we get the grabber Freddy Krueger style. It's bad. You know, Derrickson, hang your head in shame. You and Cargill. Cargill spends so much time on Twitter. Clearly, you spend more time on Twitter than writing your scripts. Because that dude, this is a bad script. If I wrote this script, I'd be embarrassed. I would say I didn't write this script. Like, you know, I say that a lot, but I really mean it. I mean, we wrote our script, and I was just going to post it as a PDF at this point because it's never going to get made. It's a small indie kind of thing, and truth be told, these movies are dead now. So they're over. Not Black Phone, because they'll still make crappy horror films because they'll turn a budget. They'll turn a profit because remember, the first one made $160 million worldwide. 160. You wonder why we have a second one here tonight. All right, let me go to check the seats, right? We always do that here on a Thursday. I know it's exciting when we go look at AMC to see how the seat sales are. That's what we're doing. Too bad it's my channel. I'll do what I want. All right, let's look. This is Black Phone, and this is the 7. Went off about an hour ago. Probably started a half an hour ago because there's 30 minutes of previews. This is what is this? Prime? I mean, look. Solid. It's Burbank, though. Let's go look and see what else we got here. Let's go to the 850 Town Center 8. Middle is kind of sold out. Let's go and look at Universal. Let's go to 920 Prime. And obviously, it's Universal Film, so there's nothing. What happened? They're not showing me what tickets are available. What if I want to go see the movie? You can see, look at that. Look, so Universal has this thing playing at Prime and then all those other showtimes because it's Universal Films. So they're going to stack it at their location, right? Here's the wait, why is this still on here? No, I say 730 still on here. I got to refresh this. That's why a lot of these are gone. All right, here comes my number, and you're going to wonder why did they make this film? Because the first one made, drum roll, $161 million. Do you see the number? This is why we have a second one. 161 million. I mean, that's why. I'm going to take this thing, and this is not good, at 20. The first one opened at 23. This is not a good film. I don't think there's really any interest in seeing another Black Phone. I think a lot of people know that first one was overrated. Still a better film than this. I'll take it at 20. We're in trouble, okay? We are. Anyone else see the film? Comment time right now. I think I saw Gone Girl. Someone got the song tonight, what it's from. Someone nailed that. Off the top, I want to give whoever that was credit because I played a song and it was Omega Swiper. Nice job. You're next. That's a film I saw with Kenny Murray and my Boston Boys back in like 2012, 13. You're next. And they play that song throughout the film. Cool film. Who was the director on that? Wingard? What's his name? He went on to do other things. That was, I believe, one of his first films. I like that film. Better than this film. By the way, tonight's kit is Nashville SC. Why am I wearing it? You're like, why is Weber? Because it's the Black Phone. This is a blackout kit. Do you see it? Black with silver. Do you see? These things are organized. These are not haphazard. These are thought out, planned, like a minute before I went to the movies. But you know what I'm saying? Please give me a little love. Okay, this is not just thrown together last second. It is, but it isn't. Okay, let's look and see. I've got this news I want to get to tonight because I do have the Netflix and AMC deal and it's interesting. Let's talk about it. We'll go and check out Deadline on this Thursday night. We did a review for Black Phone 2. Pass. Do not see this film. Go see After the Hunt. I like that film. Go check out Roofman. Do not see Black Phone 2. Okay, if you have a choice this weekend, you want to see something, Roofman 1, After the Hunt 2, Urchin 3, but Urchin's not going to be at many theaters, so good luck on that one. K-Pop Demon Hunters is coming back to theaters next weekend. This time around, remember last time it played at Cinemark and Regal, but not AMC. This time AMC said, we'll do it, okay? As for the quote, let me see, it's in here somewhere. Netflix, the world's largest streaming service, and AMC Entertainment, the world's largest theater chain, have jointly decided to work together. So they're going to show K-Pop Demon Hunters 400 AMC screens across the country and Europe coming up next weekend. No other news besides that. No Frankenstein, no Jay Roach. What's it called? Jay, whatever the other one is with Clooney that I'll see at some point because I guess it's their one big film. These films we don't know about. Glass Onion 3, whatever the hell that thing's called. So this, I think, you look at the deal, what I'm seeing here, next weekend is dead. It's Halloween weekend, okay? You've got Begonia going wide. Or, is it next weekend? It's like, or 2 weeks, whenever it is. It's a weekend where there's not a whole lot going on. So it's 2 weeks. It's 31st. So it's 2 weeks away. Next weekend, Begonia opens limited platform. I will see that next Thursday. We'll have a review on Thursday of Begonia. Then you go to the weekend after that. It's dead. Nothing. So AMC, frankly, is desperate. They're like, fine. You want to show K-Pop Demon Hunters? Let's do it. Still haven't seen it. Don't think I want to see it. I'm being a little more selective about what I see, okay? I like horror films. I pretty much see every horror film. But when it comes to things that are more kid or younger, I just don't want to do it unless it's something like Zootopia 2. I like the first one. I'll make exceptions, but I've heard K-pop is okay, right? Some people seem to like the songs, whatever. I can't get excited for some of this stuff. I mean, you guys know what my taste. My taste is grounded, cinema verite, Tar, Dardenne Brothers, right? Films, Roofman, grounded. Just recent films that I love, right? Even After the Hunt, cool film, intellectual. I'm thinking, making me think. Whether it's perfect or not doesn't matter. I'm engaged, I'm thinking. You watch Black Phone 2, you're like, get me the fuck out of this theater, like the guy who was checking the score of the Dodger game. You didn't want to watch the movie. I don't blame him. If AMC really wants to move forward with the Netflix deal, Jay Kelly, thank you. Frankenstein and House of Dynamite and laser screens during awards season, they should. I mean, I think the future is going to look like this, right? When we look at what theatrical is going to look like over the next few years, you're only going to see tent poles, and then smaller films will have a 2-week window in theaters. I don't even care if it's Netflix, if it's Universal, if it's Warner Brothers. These smaller films, like a Roofman, like After the Hunt, which is Amazon, but these smaller awards films, even a Begonia, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month max, and then they're going to get on streaming. They're just not working anymore. People only go to the movies to see big films, and even a Black Phone 2, when you look at this weekend, Tron's going to drop like a fucking brick. The thing's going to drop like 60+%. So that's going to fall. Then you have Black Phone 2 coming under where it really should be. It should be at 30+ considering a sequel and horror and Halloween and all this. Nope. So that is problematic. So what's going to happen is these small films will open 2 weeks, streaming. 2 weeks, streaming. You want to see them in theaters? Go see them for 2 weeks. Then that's it. You get a 2-week window. They're not going to go back to the 90-day window. It's too late now. It's too late. You messed up, Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron's trumpeting this deal saying, hey, it's great. Adam Aaron, let me explain something. You should not be pretending that you're doing shit when you haven't even cleaned up the window situation. How can you be touting anything when all you have allowed over the past several years is no window, no window, no window? And what does that mean? These films get buried because now they know they're coming on streaming within days. So, Adam Aaron, you get paid tens of millions and you never got the deal done. It's sad. You're a sad person to me. Really sad. Because you have one job. One job. Why do we have to have so many people in this world that are so pathetic and weak? Why? Can you explain to me? Why do we have so many people in this world who don't have the balls, the fortitude, to stand and say, here's what we're going to do. Bang. You can say whatever you want about Trump. And certainly, I'm not going to argue some of it either side. But I'm going to tell you this. What I appreciate is somebody who says, here's what we're doing. It's done. I love it. We need more of that in this world. We do not need this wishy-washy, oh, I don't know. No. Here's what we're doing. Bang. That's it. End of discussion. I would have ended this window thing forever ago. Like, over a year ago. It would have been settled at 60 days. But instead, I don't know. I don't want to lose my business. You have to draw a line in the sand. You got to do that. And listen, you know what pisses me off? You pissed off at Trump? Let me tell you why I'm pissed at Trump. Because now, if I want to order a football kit from overseas, now there's all these tariffs attached to it. Some teams like Wolverhampton, I was going to order their new goalie kit. It's not even available because they're like, we're not shipping to the States. So I'm pissed at Trump for that. So don't call me the Trump lover. He ruined my kit. I can't even get some of these things anymore because they won't ship them here. Or if I get them shipped here, I got to go to the post office and pay an additional tariff. So yeah, I get it. He wants to level the playing field, but it pisses me off. But I also understand his point, right? That's the thing, right? I don't like the decision because it affects me, but I understand why he's doing it. Why don't we have people who understand that concept, who can wrap their heads around not everything is one thing. There's multiple balls at play here. Juggle them, right? This is bad, this is good. This is bad, this is good. Sort. We don't do that. We do, oh, he's Trump, he's the worst thing ever. When you talk to 6 strands of, my bad, that was before. 3 strands of hair rap guy, okay? That guy, go back. If you want to find out who 3 strands of hair rap guy is, Google my name and put in Civil War. You'll know who it is. I just told you who it is. I don't even want to mention that guy because he's a big fucking loser. 3 hairs, let me explain something to you. 3 hairs on your fucking head pulled across because you're bald. Let me explain something to you, buddy. I'm the man. You will never be the man. Do not ever forget that. Ever. And if you ever see me out, you can come up and quote me with that line because it's the truth. I also want to mention one other thing. You ready for this story? I went to see Tron last week, and I went with Menzel, so it's the critic screen. So there was this dude who came up to me, and he was like, hey, Midnight Movie Talk. Can I take a picture with you? And I said no. Do you know why I said no? You ready for this? And let me tell you, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know why? Because there are so many people in this space, and I've seen this happen, and you know what I'm talking about. See, this is why you can't get me. I'm fucking smarter than you. Because these people go, oh, I'm going to take a picture. And have you ever seen this? They take a picture, and they go, look who I got a picture with, this asshole. Because Film Twitter hates me. I got news for you, Film Twitter. I hate you more. Do you think that I care about any of your opinions about anything? Oh, I can give you a hint. The answer is no. Okay? So if that's what that dude was doing, it was hilarious because he goes, let me take a picture with you. And I'm like, no, we're good. We're good, because I don't know who you are. Then I asked him, because here's the thing is, right, if you're going to do that, if you were, like, legitimate and you weren't trying to pull some kind of bullshit, I asked him, what's your name? He goes, oh, I like Tom. And he walked off. I'm like, hold on, bud. If you're going to do that, you're going to say, hey, I'm Tom. I write for Bleeding Cool. I write for the film, whatever the fuck we talked about earlier, that stupid publication the guy started. These things, right? But the thing is, like I told you, there's other people in the space. Jeff Wells is another guy that they all come after. Sasha Stone's another one they come after. Right? Because they're outspoken. Oh my God, they said this. Listen, let me tell you something. I have more credibility in this space than virtually anybody you can name right now. Anybody. So I got news for you. If that's how you want to play it, let me explain something. I'm ahead of you. Okay. And second of all, I will continue to dominate you for the remainder of time. So it's not an issue for me. Like, it's laughable. So it's all good. I'm perfectly aware of where I stand. And I can tell you this, 3 strands of hair rap guy, you'll lose every time. It's not a game. No one knows who you are. No one cares who you are. Do you know why? Because you never have said anything interesting in your life. That is why. And that is why you'll forever go down in the annals of time as forgettable. You were never on this planet. Do not forget that. That was savage. God, I love hammering 3 strands of hair rap guy. Can I tell you of all the things? Because I have fucking receipts. That's why. I'm the receipt king. And that's why. Keeper, listen. allow me to go on my rants. It's what I do. Because the film space is full of people who have no talent, they have agendas, and they have issues. They're just generally just unimpressive people across the board. And let me explain something. If you've never lived a life, if you've never experienced, if you don't question things, if you don't do these things, you're going to suck as a film critic because you are closed-minded. You are political. You are agendized, as I say. These things all make you useless, worthless, and pointless. All of these things. And I'm just telling you, this space is full of people that check all three of those boxes. They are just useless across the board. Keeper, we'll watch that trailer on Sunday. And I'll watch tonight. Sunday night, I got to have some trailers to watch. I'm going to try to check out, I got a couple things. I got a really small horror film I'm hearing great things about. They sent me a link. I will watch it because it doesn't come out until I think the following week. Very small film. We'll talk about that on Sunday because obviously Halloween around the corner. Horror films are the thing right now. So let's do that. And we'll also talk, I think we're going to do an MMT Gets Freaky on Sunday because I was going to do it tonight and I probably could do it tonight. But the truth is I kind of want to save it so I know it's ready. But it's crazy. What I'm going to talk about is I think real. I think you guys are going to be like, holy shit, this is nuts. But that's what I do. All right, let's do the comment blast closeout and I'm out of here. 36. It's going to be a tight one tonight. I'm not going to continue on and on and on. It's just not happening. It's going to be the comment blast closeout. And then let me get rid of this. I got to add the right one. Give me a second. No, man, this is what happens when I'm doing Gone Girl. Oh, wait, I put Gone Girl up on the stage. He's like, wait a second. I didn't ask for this. All right, here it is. It's the comment blast closeout. If you left a comment, I will get to it right now. Friendly Pup, Mortal Kombat pulling out really killed the month. That was bad. I never even saw the first one. I assume it's okay. I mean, I feel like some people seem to enjoy it, but I just never saw it. So I'll watch it before the second comes out. But yeah, that didn't help. We'll close with tonight's track off the top. Again, from your next. Good call. Luis Trace, I believe, who got that. No, it was a Mega Swiper. Shelby Oaks. We've got Shelby Oaks next week. Oh, my God. Maybe I'll do two films on Thursday. Begonia and Shelby Oaks. Because it's going to be awful. By the way, can I just tell you, next week's going to be so busy, right? So here's the thing. Monday, Springsteen film, live reaction after. Tuesday, the new Bradley Cooper film, live reaction after. Thursday, Begonia, maybe Shelby Oaks. Like, I'm going to be so busy next week, I need to, save some energy for myself. Because otherwise, I'm burnt. When you watch this many movies, you just get burnt. But I'm with you, Jacob. I think it's going to be awful. I do. Sorry. It's the truth. Someone in the photography space pulled that shit on me too. Some dude who shoots for a magazine mocked me on camera. Luis, listen. No, but isn't that weird? Like the guy's like, oh, let me take a picture. And I'm like, wait, why? Because it's cool, but I just think it's weird. And also, I'm like, I know what you're doing. I'm telling you, man, they do it to Jeff Wells. And Jeff Wells has some issues. I've seen some things. And Sasha, because people don't like outspoken people. And also, I don't lean hard left. I don't lean hard right either. I mean, three strands of hair rap guy would probably say differently, but it's not true. I value everything on what it is. I don't evaluate it based on the politics of it. Shelby Oaks supposedly Monday. Oh, it is? The problem is, Luis, is that I've got to see the Springsteen movie. I want to see that more. I mean, I just do. Shelby Oaks is going to suck. Let's just be honest. The only reason it's got high reviews right now is because Chris Stuckman is beloved in the space. Chris Stuckman is milquetoast, boring. I think I don't think he offers anything of value at this point, certainly in the critical space. And then you talk about somebody who apparently has a movie that's probably overrated, is my guess. I'm going to guess. I haven't seen it yet, but anytime you have to go back in and reshoot the film, Mike Flanagan went in and they added scenes, it's a problem. So I won't see it on Monday. Sorry. I'm going to see the Springsteen movie. I have a feeling I'll like that. And we'll talk. If you guys see the Shelby Oaks, tell me on Monday when I do the live stream. Any other comments? Then we're out of here on this Thursday. It's a tight stream. And then, by the way, on Sunday, we'll have that, and we'll probably do a Sunday MMT Gets Freaky. I want to show you, by the way, tease. You guys ready for this? Look what I created. Because guess what? I always am thinking, how can I improve this little tiny Joker from Batman show? Look. I have Do you guys see? Look, it even says it. We're ready for Sunday. Yes, it is. All eat. Listen, that's what we're going to do. On Sunday, we're going to do the regular stream. Then I'm going to go off the air for a minute, and then I'm going to come back on, and I'm going to show you something if you've never seen before. You're going to go, holy shit. This is nuts, but I also know that Weber is smart. And I'm going to trust him in this, and I'm going to see where he leads me, because you need to have a curious mind. You never want to say, oh, I know all the answers. This can't be. Oh, no, they told us this. They said this. They said that. Really? Why don't we start exploring and digging deeper, because the truth is not always told to you. We'll talk about that on Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. See you back here Sunday for the Midnight Movie Money in the morning, and then we got a busy day. Then I'll do the show. Then I'll do MMT Gets Freaky. That's coming up on Sunday night. Thanks for being here. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Do not see Black Phone unless you want to be bored out of your mind and think this is not great. But, listen, maybe you think it's great. Just don't tell me that. Don't come back and tell me.